Right, there's a video for a Honda Legend. This is a 3.5 EX V6. Car's covered 91,000 miles now. This car I've been using myself for a little while. It's a fabulous car. I'm just going to go around the car for you and just pick up on any issues that might be on the vehicle externally. There's only a couple, and you know, given what we're asking for the car in terms of its price and the way the car's been looked after, they're relatively minor. So just go around the front of the car. Bodywork's in absolutely fantastic condition. The bonnet itself has only very minor stone chipping, because, you know, given the miles it's done and the speed these things can go, we expect to see more. On the grille here, obviously, you can make it out, just a couple of little stone chips in the chrome there. A lot of them are far worse than that, but that's in good order actually. On the front here, the only thing, lower fog lamp there has got a crack in it. It still operates, but does have a crack in there. Offside front wing, I can't see a mark on there at all. Michelin tyre on the front with loads of tread, and looks like all four wheels have been resprayed at some point by somebody. They're all in very nice order actually. Coming down the side of the car, panel works really good. It's, you know, incredibly clean. It really is. It's a rear alloy again, very good. Tons of tread again. Another Michelin tyre on there. I'm just going to squat down just so you can just see. I can't see a single dimple dent, mark or otherwise on that car on that side at all. Come around the back of the vehicle now. Again, all in very good order. There's the odd tiny little mark, little brush marks you get. That's about it. The only thing on this side is, I don't know if you can see here, looks like it's lost some of its chrome. It's plastic, it's obviously painted. Chrome on the strip there, and that would be something that, you know, you may want to do something about if someone purchases the vehicle. Again, coming down the near side of the car, no dimple dents, nothing on it. Absolutely as smooth as you like down there. Alloy wheel again on this side, really good. Michelin tyre again, tons and tons of tread on it. And then finally down the flank here, again all in really good order. Final Michelin tyre on this side, again just check the tread on there. Yeah, we've got at least 5 or 6 millimeters on there, and this is the only wheel which has got just a bit of curbing on the outside there. It's called a curb. But overall, you'd have to say, given the fact that we're looking at a car what is nearly 9 years old, bodywork is in absolutely stunning condition, just with those couple of very minor things. Coming into the boot area now, in absolutely super condition. Huge boot on the back there, little ski hatch. Got your drive there for the sat-nav system. It's all fully functional, but it's all in really nice condition back here. It also belies its age and mileage clearly. Underneath here, spare wheel, and all your tools attached are all there and in situ. And coming to the back of the car now, rear door card looks absolutely like new. There's no wear on there at all. Get these little blinds fitted onto the back of them as well, but I can't see anything on there at all. The interior is in absolutely stunning condition. Back of the seats, you can't see a mark on those anywhere. Plastics by the vents there, all in good order. Again, back of the driver's seat, really top condition. And door card on that side, again, as with the other, just doesn't look like it's ever been touched. Leatherwork's in absolutely superb condition, it really is. Incredibly comfortable, sumptuous leather in there, in absolutely fantastic condition. Right, coming to the front now, driver's door card, as with the others, just again looks like brand new. Wood inlays, completely unmarked. All switches in really good order. Car benefits from an original set of Honda Legend mats in there, which are all in really good order. Obviously, electrically adjustable seat there, and the seat itself again really is in fabulous condition. And just coming across to the passenger one again. Cannot fault it at all, not in any way, shape or form. Right, so inside the car now, just going to pan around the dashboard. Absolutely beautiful dashboard. In fact, I might put a little light in the car, open the sunroof blind. It's in absolutely beautiful condition, it really is. I see a nice big high up sat nav screen there, all fully functional. Pop that into reverse there. You can see obviously that then goes to rear parking camera. It's all fully functional. Air conditioning works absolutely perfectly. It's ice cold air coming out of the car, as does all the radios. All those functions are absolutely superb. Every switch has got all its plastic on its original from new, and they are absolutely stunningly well made cars. This spec car, it's one of the later ones, so it's been equipped with the air conditioned seats as well as heated, so it's they're cooled and heated, and it all work absolutely perfectly. Obviously gear lever there again, no signs of wear on it. You've got your cup holders there, and under here you can open these up in a variety of ways. You've got the top one there for coins or whatever, and inside here you've got this huge bin there with another power outlet inside as well. Oops. Just pan across now, come to the dashboard itself. See there, 91,085 miles. There's no warning lights on the car. The only warning light is for low fuel on the vehicle. Obviously huge specs, so auto lights, auto wipers, and then multifunction steering wheel. So we've got on the left hand side audio controls, again all the switches, no paint coming off them at all. Compare that to the Germans if you must. Hands-free and voice activation buttons on this side. And then on this side we've got your cruise control, which is auto cruise control, and information display on there as well. Just to show, just down here as well at the bottom you've got your lane departure system, and the one just above that it controls the distance to the car in front using auto cruise control. So just if I press the main button there, you should see, hopefully if I can get it in there, sorry, bear with me, that says, oops daisy, ACC LCAS. So it's, you know, that's what the auto cruise control is. It's a radar system which I show on the following road test video how that works, but it's a brilliant system. But it is all in absolutely fantastic condition in here. It's a very, very, very high quality machine, and in my humble opinion massively superior to virtually anything else at this price range and age of vehicle. Just to show you as well, full lock and wheel nut set for the car, and original owner's manual pack is all still with the vehicle. So finally, just want to come to the service history on the car for you. Absolutely superb history, full Honda history with 9 service stamps, and we've got, I think they're all, apart from the very first one, done by Hendy Honda. In fact, the first one's Alan Day Honda, which became Hendy Honda, so it's actually the same dealership. So we've got services at 13,000, 27,000, 38,000, 52,000, 62,000, 75,000, 81,000 and 88,000 miles. Also just confirms that the cam belt was changed in 2013 at 75,193 miles, and transmission fluid was changed at 52,000 miles in 2011. So an absolutely impeccable service history of the vehicle. This is a road test video for a Honda Legend. This is a 3.5 V6. The car is registered HT07FDD. Mileage at the start of this brief road test is, sorry, bear with me while I get that one up, 91,073 miles. The reason we do these road tests is basically we're selling to customers now from all over the near continent and the extremes of the UK. And we just want people to see the vehicles in operation prior to coming to see us. So obviously give you confidence to come and see the cars. And if there's anything I can feed back on the vehicle prior to you coming, then I will do so. Worth pointing out that the road tests are done on exactly the same roads as you'll be on yourself if you come and look and drive the car if you're interested in purchasing it. So it should be very representative of what you'll experience yourself. So just fiddling around to get myself comfortable. So first things first, always start with the engine on the car. Engine obviously is an absolute peach of an engine, 3.5 litre V6, pushing out, you know, a huge amount of power, nearly 300 horsepower. It's a very, very potent engine. The engine starts absolutely first turn of the key, very, very smooth, incredibly powerful. Just, you know, you've got a huge amount of grunt. You know, it's utterly smooth. There's no vibration to it at all. And as an example of one, you know, it's without flaw. It's a beautiful drive. Engine drives through to this automatic gearbox, typical Honda gearbox, very smooth shifting. You know, it still feels incredibly tight. You know, it complements the engine really well. It's got, you know, although it's kind of a typical Honda engine, it'll rev out, but it also has lots of low down grunt, and the gear changes sort of match that really nicely. It's very well judged. First thing to point out, I said, obviously on these test drives, it isn't just a case of glossing over issues. I always am, as far as it could possibly be, I'm as honest as I can on the cars. First thing I will notice straight away is that it's actually got brake judder, which means I'll need a new set of discs on the car, so I'll pick those up straight away, and that will be attended to before anyone comes to see the car. So back to engine gearbox. Yeah, I mean, it's a wonderful unit. The car's been unbelievably well maintained by the Honda dealers, so it comes as no surprise, engine gearbox in very fine fettle indeed. Steering of the car tracks absolutely bullet straight. There's no vibration coming back through the steering. A lot more agile than people give them credit for, but more of that in due course. So that annoying beeping noise is someone set one of these 50-mile-per-hour warning chimes, which I will pretty much instantaneously turn off because it's a pain in the neck. But no, it's you know, back to the car itself. You know, the steering, suspension, all, I can't detect any wear in it at all. It's riding beautifully, it's steering perfectly. There's no kind of mechanical noises from under the car which suggest that, you know, track rod ends or suspension bushes are perished. Notably things like anti-roll bar links, common on cars, are all in very fine order indeed. Again, as I'm driving along at speed, I'm listening out for kind of wind noises that emanate from the car which shouldn't be there. So, you know, a badly fitted windscreen or poorly sealed sunroof, but it's very subdued, very quiet, and you know, it's a beautiful car to drive. What I'm going to do also when I get onto another little stretch of road, this one's very highly equipped. It's come with the full pack on the car, so you've got your air conditioned seats, you've got this automatic cruise control, which is brilliant. It's basically a radar behind the Honda badge at the front of the car. So unlike most cruise control functions where you put them on and if you catch up with the car, you've got to be quick to respond and slow it down. This uses the radar and it will control that distance for you. I've used it numerous times. It's a fantastic system to use. I'll just check its operation when we get up to a slightly higher speed in a second. Engine is just wonderful. Oh, that annoying chime. Right, get rid of that. So just activating the cruise control now, all working absolutely perfectly. It'd be nice to do it on the motorway to show you kind of how it controls the gap in front. I just wanted to check the system was all active and working as it should, which it is. Looking inside the car, wonderful condition, really fantastically laid out cars, you know, completely my loathing of the motoring press knows no bounds, but you know, they gave these things kind of a lukewarm road tests, you know, judging against BMW and Mercedes and Audis. Yet that, you know, 10 years or so down the line, you know, these are far better cars. Inside the car, just stunningly well made. Not even a hint of a squeak or a rattle from the trim. All the switches have all their paint on them still, they're rubbed off like you get in the sort of BMWs and Audis, and it's just beautifully assembled. Brilliant, crystal clear sat nav, mounted up nice and high. Obviously pop that into reverse and you got your rear parking camera, but it's all fully functional. Then down in here, very simple, easy to use switches, air conditioning pumping out ice cold air currently out of the car, and all the functions working exactly as they should. Coming over to the dashboard here, lovely, simple, classically styled dashboard on the car. Ever so easy to sort of take in the information, and not a hint of a warning light on the car. Temperature gauge running at a third of the way up, which is exactly where you want it to be on any Honda car. Obviously, you know, you've got a busy control area, so you've got auto lights, auto wipers, multifunction steering wheel with obviously cruise control, as you've known. You've got lane mitigation controls there as well, so it warns you if you're starting to sort of fall asleep on the motorway and drifting away from the chosen path. And then you've got sort of voice activation system controls on there as well. You've also got these little paddles so you can control the gear for the gearbox. So if you want to sort of change gear yourself, you could do so. So just put that into manual mode and drop it down a gear, and I can do it all myself. So obviously if you're doing an overtake and you don't want the car to suddenly change up halfway through, you can do it manually. You can use those paddles, or you can use the main gear lever down here for that. But it all works absolutely perfectly. It's a dream of a car to drive. To come back to the competitors, you know, yeah, I mean, if you want to fly around Castlecombe on a dry day, then a BMW 535 will probably be quicker around a racetrack. If you want to sort of fall asleep at the wheel, you buy an Audi A6 or A8 or Mercedes. All of them will give you a horrendous trouble compared to the Honda. Very, very, very few problems with these. I can't remember the last issue we ever had with one, and we've sold plenty of them. But what's brilliant about the car, you're driving a car with, by a country mile, the most sophisticated four-wheel drive system, and it is utterly reliable. 300 horsepower going through the back wheels of a BMW on a dry road, it's great fun. Jeremy Clarkson will get it sideways and someone else will pay for his tyres. This, on a lovely dry day like today, absolutely fine, but it comes into its own when you've got mud on the road, the leaves coming down in the autumn, or icy conditions. You've got to be very gentle with the throttle to not pirouette it sort of off the road, and many BMW drivers, Mercedes drivers have just done just that. This is just a brilliant system that I'm not even going to begin to try and explain how it works. I know how it works, but it's referred to as super handling all-wheel drive, typically over the top name from Honda, but believe you me, it is the best system in the marketplace. The point of this test drive really is coming to an end now, is just to give you an insight into the car, and as I said, just to pick up on any issues I might find. The only issue I can find on this car is, let's say, a little bit of brake judder, but we'll get that attended to as part of the service of the vehicle. I'll try not to drive into this tractor. Let me just get off the road a second. But from what I've experienced on this car so far, you're looking at a Legend that drives exactly as it's intended to.